What's up? I am some guy, some game, and we're back at Stationeers on Mars. It's another lovely day here on the red planet, or slightly orangish reddish planet, whatever you want to call it. I prefer orange actually, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and move on here. I want to show you what I've been up to. Definitely not cable management, as you can see. Oh, you've seen all this, but I think it's beautiful enough. Let's show it all again. No, I really haven't done too much back here. Biggest update would probably be adding this into the system. I have it set up so I can feed air in this way. As you can see, it's very, very hot on this side. It's very, very cold on this side. So open this valve, and it's going to let that hot air in here, and then I can just leave it sit in this tube and cool off for as long as I want. And then whenever I want to go ahead and get those juicy gases out of it, I can open this side without worrying about it superheating my base as much. And if I want to just go ahead and bleed off the pressure, I got that option up here just by opening that valve like a smokestack, and it's going to go ahead and drop the pressure as I do it. As you can see, pretty quickly actually. So works really well. It's just a simple pipe off the top with a passive vent, and it's just run off the loop here on the system. I don't know if the sun's making it hard to see, but same system, just added a smokestack on top with the valve. So that way I can bleed off pressure for when you want to do the special ores, which I'm going to go over eventually, but not in this video. So let's move on here. Next, this is an uncompleted area yet. I'm going to go ahead and put some stairs up to the roof here, but I haven't got all the way through there yet. Let me go ahead and run in here and show you what I've been up to. And we're back inside. It's getting a little bit chilly in here, so I'm going to go ahead and head over here. Let's see, we got some pressure building up, but we're alright. Let's flip that off. I wanted to go ahead and show you this system here too that I set up. Very simple. All you got to do is run a pipe outside to an active vent. Not an active vent, a passive vent. Sorry, you don't need an active vent. And once you wrench, you put your air conditioner on this thing, and then once you wrench it down, you can sit here and watch the pressure drop, and it's going to shoot. That's a lot of heat and gases. Maybe somebody who's a lot wiser than me knows how to save those and use them for something, but for now it's just venting outside. It works. And then I unhook her, leave her sitting here, and that air will clear. Yep, there we go. And we're good to go again. It's back to cooling my air. Don't want to get too cold in here. I don't have any crops growing right at the moment because I have this lovely fern here, but it's still, you want to keep the temperature, try to keep it above 20, try to keep it above 20 and no higher than 30 is my preference. Okay, I have, let me open this up here.
Helmet opened.
I like to do this when I'm in the base to save on stuff, as long as you forget to close it before you head outside, because, well, nobody likes having a frozen eyeball, or two. So, anyways, this is the new area over here. Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and briefly touch on this. The automatic lights was a cool idea, but honestly, it's draining power quite a bit just to run some lights. So I went ahead and just put in a switch for them. Makes things a little easier. I don't have to run around toggling them on and off. And you can still do that if you would like. There's nothing stopping you from, oh, too bright in here. Let's flip that off. But I went ahead and added in a switch, make it save me on some power rather than running this. I'm going to do something else with this in the future. Just right now, she's shut down and just sitting here. But alright, let's move on here. Next door. And I wanted to go ahead and show you the rest of the area I've been working on. So if you come down here, we've got a light switch, which I'll show you here in a second. And then we got this nifty little control room I went ahead and put in. This is mostly for the fabricator. I got a toggle on and off for the fabricator, so you don't have to run in and out, turn the fabricator on and off. You just pick what you want, hit the button. If it's on, turn it off, whatever. It's fine. I wish this would tell you the status of it. It doesn't, at least as far as I've been able to figure out, but it works great either way. And these are just some basic displays I put up so I can see how many watts my panels are generating. Currently 0. Not exactly sure what it's doing. The panels have been turning the wrong way. It could be getting dark here, so I'm going to mess with that again in a bit. But it's supposed to be showing me how many watts of power is being generated here. But let me go ahead and flip the lights on in here for us so we can. And this is the main manufacturing bay. I went ahead and set this up for maximum manufacturing efficiencies, at least as far as I'm going to get. I'm not a min-maxer type of person. I like things simple and easy to do, and this to me was a simple and easy thing to do. I have it set up so that I can print anything I want, and it seems to work pretty good for me. There's plenty of room down here. Let me demonstrate for you if I have anything in any of them. Here we go. Tell you what, let me show you I have this set up. If you want to print multiple things at once, you can toggle on the whole system here. And some warning lights to keep you from standing underneath here when this is running so you don't get hit in the head with some falling equipment. But you don't have to run these all at the same time or the lights. You can just come over here, flip it on, find what you want. In this case, we're looking for the kit pipe, and then I'm going to go ahead and just let those run. And they're going to fall down here, and you can walk away and forget about them rather than have to stand there and micromanage where they're at, where they're going to run to if you walk away too long, if they're going to stack up and fling off into the universe. None of that's going to happen here. As long as you don't overflow the bay, which I assume would take quite a lot of resources, so probably not going to be an issue too often. So you can walk away, do something else, print some more stuff over here if you would like with these machines. Over here we got the fabricator. I had more ideas with it. This is where it ended up. They don't let you flip them on more than one act. You just kind of can go left, right, back. So I had to leave it facing like this. I wanted it looking a little different, but this isn't bad. You can back up here if you really want to watch the printing occur, and it works really good so far for what I've been using it for. And like I said, you can do all of it, control it all from in there, so you don't even have to come in here to mess with any of it. It's just print what you want, come in, grab it, and go. The bay works really well for pretty much whatever you want. I don't think I have any resources in here either, no. But I haven't had any problems with these books with this bay yet. I like it. It's really easy. Come over here, run down, hop in, grab some of your pipes. Alright, and the sun is now coming up over the Martian horizon, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of my comfy little chair here, and I'm going to make me a baked potato. Well, you know what, actually I think I might have one made. Yep, there we go. I store it in my handy dandy Regent processor. Don't tell anyone. I'll lose my baked potatoes, but it's a convenient hiding spot. I'm going to eat this. We're going to watch the sun come up, maybe a little bit. Alright, so the guy will stop complaining about being hungry. And I'm going to go ahead and rip apart a few things for you so you can see what I did. And we're going to make this quick, but get the wrench out. That's not the wrench either. There we go. So, first thing you can see, I went ahead and ran some of the wiring stuff through here. I probably could have done it with the pipes too. I went ahead and ran them up here along the sides, and then this is the vacuum side of the system, and then I ran it down into here and into the base, right down into there. And I went ahead and ran the pressure side. Go back up here and look as all my atmosphere is bleeding out. I went up here and I ran it through here. Now I added a volume pump to the system. I'm not 100% if I needed it or not. Time will tell. I'll probably remove it if I don't. But for now it's here. And then I have my pipe running to the vent in there, along here. So simple stuff. Nothing too complicated at all. Let me get my wrench back out. This stuff's kind of the same way. I don't think I did anything too complicated in here. Just simple wiring. You could have you know, I pressurized the base a little early, or I might have done a little more cable management with this, but you could easily run your cables inside these areas here to save you on some visual. As I explained in another video, I don't mind them. I like it. It's a little bit of an industrial look. As long as I can keep them out of the way, for the most part, I'm happy with them. But you could do a lot more. You could run them through the floors, down through here, wouldn't be a problem. Same thing over here. I wanted to show you. Let me just give that a toss, the mountain of pipes. It's not what I wanted to show you, though. Let me get my crowbar out. This is just composite walls along here. Wiggle my way through. Pretty simple, basic, nothing complex. The wiring for the machines is being run along the back here, so I can power all these, try to make it somewhat, you know, look okay. So do it however you like, whatever you think looks best. Come on. Oh, this stuff in here, kind of the same way. There's nothing too crazy about what's happening. It's all panels, and I obviously didn't think about the mounting this. Not a big issue. I don't mind a couple things on the floor. I try to keep stuff on the walls if I can, but so maybe a steel frame here, so I could have mounted the switches onto the wall over here. Would have been nice, but this worked out. I'm not complaining. So this is just all paneling too up here. So remove what you want, put it, you know, design it how you want. This is just how I liked it. A little light in up here, and all right. So this is pretty much it. There's nothing too secretive about it. I just started building off the side here, and nothing too complicated. I guess secretive is the right word, but nothing too complicated here. Oh, pressure's at 2. That's awesome, right? No, that's not good. So put down some frames, and then I started building out down here, created the pit to put the resources, let the resources fall into, and then where the manufactured resources, and kind of built the rest of it up and around it. So that's pretty much it. I think I've covered about everything. I'm going to go ahead and continue improving on this, as well as my ultimate goal, which is to build me a mothership and get off Mars. So this is the first step. I needed a nice manufacturing area so I can start getting the parts ready so I can make my mothership. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do my power system next. I'll go ahead and make another video once I get some of that done. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, like always, let me know.